the best, but not the worst. The worst is definitely going to be Mr. Old Geezer motherfucker.
Before this video starts, I just want to say that only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you like this video and want to see more like it, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything, and you can always change your mind in the future. Now back to the video.
What up everyone, it's your boy Floz MG. You already saw me do elementary school yearbooks, middle school yearbooks. So yeah, we're gonna get into the high school yearbooks now. Although the only high school yearbooks I have are of my sophomore year and my junior year. But I did find a decent alternative for the freshman and senior years. I managed to find some of my old school IDs, so I'll be using the pictures from that. It's sorta cheating in a way. Do I give a fuck? No, I don't. Let's get right into it, shall we? Okay, which one's my freshman night? Oh, you there. You are an individual. It seems like that was mainly like my fit for high school. Really not giving a shit. Wearing a hoodie with a white v-neck underneath. This is before I had any of the chains. Wow. And that hair. What is that hair? Like, who the hell even are you? Because you're not me. That's not me. Good thing. But let's see. What's a good freshman story? There was a lot of depression that year. I can't really think of like any big school stories for freshman year. But I do have a sort of story that was like a major turning point in my life, you could say. So during my freshman year, I took a sort of broadcast production class. And like in middle school, I would get so down, I would shut down, just like really sad all the time. But the middle school, they never looked into it. And it wasn't until my freshman year with that broadcast production teacher, he realized something was just a little off about me. Like, he wasn't saying like I was like weird in a way, although he was probably thinking that internally, but he just felt like something was off. So then he reached out to the principal at that time, who I believe reached out to my mom, and we made an appointment to go to like a therapy office or some shit. And after a few visits, they diagnosed me on the autism spectrum. So yeah, if it weren't for me having that class, and if it weren't for that teacher, I probably would still be in that goddamn building today. In the very off chance that he is watching this, I would just like to thank you, and you know who you are. There's also absolutely no way you're watching this. Alright. Starting off with the sophomore year. And I will say, with these yearbooks, I love them so much more than the other two. One, because they have color on the inside, and listen to this. Hardcovers! Now, I will say the design of this yearbook was rather bland. It's literally just like a sort of, like just a brown cover with the sort of, like a map layout of the school campus. Really not, I will say it's an original concept, not all too creative with the cover itself. It's mostly brown and bland, but alright, let's see. Okay, sophomore. Okay, where, oh! Yo, this motherfucker has very similar hair to me. In all fairness, this is me. But over time, it looks like my hair would do more of a curl up, like it's doing right now. But it looks like back then, it would sort of just like lay flat. I can't tell if my hair is longer here or in there. I actually don't know. But damn, I am a pale fucking vampire compared to everyone around me. I'm a vampiric bitch. That's not even a word. By that I mean vampiric. Bitch is one of my favorite words. So, I wonder if there are any other pixels. What is that? What is that? What is that fucking? Oh, I remember now. I think this was for a date during Spirit Week. It was a day during Spirit Week. I believe it was Decades Day. And I think this was the year where decades were assigned to grades, maybe. And I believe sophomore year had the 50s. Maybe. I'm not completely certain. But what I did, I dressed as a greaser. You can clearly tell by the hair. But there was a thing, like it asked a question. It said, what would you tell a freshman not to do? For how I look, this is the most other side thing that I could say compared to how I look. So what I said as to what would you tell a freshman not to do? Apparently, this guy would tell them, don't skip class. It'll come back to bite ya. This motherfucker doesn't even look like he'd go to class at all. Yo, some of my friends in these pictures, my God. Alright, what was a good sophomore story? I can't remember much from sophomore year. All I know is that it was a year full of depression. So there's really not much I can really say. But honestly, I think that picture of me in that goddamn leather jacket, that was enough of a treat. Let's move on to the next one. I am going to say the thought of this cover was far more creative. Our school mascot was a Wolverine. We were the Wolverines. So what do? They make a freaking like Wolverine claw into our yearbook cover. And the best part, it goes right through the cover into the picture of the Wolverine. Oh my God. I just looked at the cover and apparently we could have put in like our own like custom words like with our names and like a symbol and such. So I'm just gonna say, with the symbol, it was like those drama masks with like, and next to it, I have my name, but I also have my goddamn original channel name. Why did I do that? Oh, I know, cause I'm a dumbass. But hey, let's just get into the pictures. All right, finally found my class. What am I working with? What am I working? So I forgot about that fit. I forgot about that look. Why did I think that was a good look? The fucking gray hair. At the time, I was like, no, it's silver metallic. What the actual fuck? I look like a fucking geezer. You see what I'm wearing? I look like the fucking bum of bums. So let's just go over everything right quickly. Okay? This motherfucker has gray hair. Past me, I know you're watching this somehow. It was gray hair. He's wearing... Okay, glasses aren't so bad. That fucking beard and stash trim? No! He's wearing a white v-neck. He has his freaking Bluetooth earbuds hanging around his neck. And he's wearing a goddamn like leather dress vest. That's not a goddamn fit! That's appalling, that's what that is. Looking through that, I don't think there were any extra pictures of me, but there was just that one of me. So that's depressing, but still. Looking through it, it reminded me of a decent story. Not really a big one, but I believe this was during the homecoming dance. It's not like a really long story, just a certain song came on, and I just busted my moves to it. And by bust my moves, I mean do a routine from the Dance Central game series. Because I had that shit memorized and in my head. I'm trying to remember. I think the song was Oh My Gosh by Usher. Like OMG or whatever. And that is the hardest routine on any Dance Central game. And I got that thing memorized. So what did I do? I completely jammed out. Like there was like I started dancing and then like a big crowd formed around me. Like after I did part of it, I went back and waited for someone else to do it. And then when no one else did it, I don't remember who, but one of my friends like called me back in. And then I just did like the remainder of the routine. Why? Cause screw it. But so I think that was like a big turning point for me. In terms of trying to overcome like stage fright and stuff like that. But hey, that was a big turning point for me. Moving on to senior year, I didn't have a yearbook, but I did have a student ID, and not the best, but not the worst. The worst is definitely going to be Mr. Old Geezer motherfucker. But this guy, let's see what we're working with. I think we're working with an Adidas track top, zippered all the way up to the top of the neck, making it look like the freaking shirt blew a bubble. I didn't really know like how to shape my beard at this point. Not shave it, that I knew how to do. I didn't know like how to shape it like I sort of do now. And I still didn't know really how to smile. And that hair, I'm not a big fan of it. I like it more long and flowing like it is now. Short, it doesn't, I don't really feel like it suits me. And it makes this motherfucker look like he got a 5 head. But what's a good senior story? I didn't really have many senior stories because I went to the alternative school. And I would explain what the alternative school is, but I may get canceled for it. We'll just say that it's within the same district, but it's for the more socially and academically challenged. I'm fucking canceled. Now, as for senior year, I don't know what to tell you, but it was just full of depression. I do believe it's a step up from sophomore year, though, because at this point, I'm not a fucking pale vampire, despite how the lighting works. I really don't have many senior stories. Actually, I do have one. In senior year, I auditioned to be a part of one of the choirs at our school. There's chamber choir, concert choir, chorus. I don't remember what I auditioned for. I didn't even expect myself to get in the chorus. But so they told us to like have a song prepared or something, sing it, audition, write which part we want to audition for. Like I think the song I had prepared, it's called "Running Home to You." And I think I first heard this song on The Flash, the CW Flash, and Grant Gustin singing it. By the way, beautiful singing voice. So I was going to audition with that song, and thank God he stopped me before we got to the high part, because that would have been a whole train wreck. But still, somehow with that audition, I managed to get in the concert choir. How? I have absolutely no idea. Maybe he just saw something in me that never came out. Well, the thing is, in his class, he would have these popsicle sticks that we would write our names on, and then he would like pick a few at random to like maybe answer a question, read a scale, sing a music scale maybe. And the thing is, on my popsicle stick, I wrote my actual name, and then I wrote my YouTube name at the time, which was Papa Floz. And then he said, like, who's Papa Floz? Look at the other side. He sees my name. And then as class, like, progressed throughout the year, he started calling me, like, the Floz Master General. And I thought that sounded pretty cool. And at this point, like, I had stopped things with my channel for a bit. Eventually, I just stopped doing that channel altogether, because it just wasn't where I wanted it to be. And like after I got out of school, I started doing more, and that's when this channel was born. And I thought, okay, I don't want to be Papa Floz again. I want something close enough, but isn't Papa Floz. And then I was reminded of that class where he called me the Floz Master General. Then I thought, ooh, that could be a good name, but it's really long to put on a YouTube page, channel, whatever. So I thought, okay, what else could I do? I could shorten Floz Master General, the Master to an M, the General to a G. And that was the birth of Floz MG, Floz Master General. So pretty much, I didn't want to admit it, but school actually did help me a good bit with my YouTube and life. It hurts to say it. I may have not exactly liked how I've grown throughout the years, but hey, if this is the end result, I'm completely fine with it. I've been Floz MG, this has been going through my high school yearbooks, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye!
a savior. Think I'm out of control, that's just my behavior. I'm bringing the house down, major devastation. You don't gotta worry, cause it don't matter. I'm antisocial.